Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Sarah, and you might be wondering why we're looking at these dragons. So, in today's video, we're actually going to continue working on my pattern designing. So this is prototype 1, and this is prototype 2. Now there are things about both of them that I like and I dislike, so I will be working on prototype 3 today with you guys. And we're going to talk about the reasons why I don't like or like prototype 1 and prototype 2. Prototype 1 is shorter, so it kind of almost gave like a dinosaur vibe rather than a dragon vibe. So with prototype 2, I tried to make it longer, but the way I increased left it pretty lumpy. So I will be adjusting the way I increase actually it's decreasing. I'll adjust the way I decrease down the tail so that it's not lumpy. I kept the feet exactly the same, and I think they're adorable. The scales are pretty much the same, just there's more on this one. I gave a space between the tip of the tail on this one, which I haven't decided if I like more or less yet. I made the horn just a tiny bit smaller on the prototype 2. If you look at it from this angle, the horn is a little bit, tiny bit shorter. It's not super noticeable. I do like the shorter horn though. And then here is the front with the ears and everything. I think the face is perfectly fine. The other thing I did is I added more of a neck for this one, and I think I will bring the neck down and leave it this length on like the first prototype for the third prototype. Now finally the wings, which is what I've been struggling with. I like these wings a lot. These ones are at the wrong angle when I sewed them on, so my plan is to actually make a wing size in between these two sizes. I have a joint here which isn't super noticeable, but I will be getting rid of that joint and just making a triangle like the first prototype. Oh, that was a lot of talking, but yeah, that's the plan. I'm not gonna draw it out or anything. I'm just gonna think about what I want to do and start prototype 3, which will be a blue dragon. So let me get the stuff real quick. Okay, here's light blue, dark blue, and Blabby, who just drank out of my milk cup like a little brat. He's very content now. Don't worry, it was empty, but she still found something. I have more of this blue if I run out, so it's not a big deal. I'll have to kick little one. Oh, here's my unicorns. If you want to go buy the pattern, it'll be out on February 1st. Hopefully. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know what I was going to say. Here's terrorist right here. No basket. Okay, so I have my crochet hooks, which I got to fill back up because I was just using them on my desk. And then I can head downstairs and start crocheting. Hey everyone, it is currently Thursday and I have finished most of the parts for the dragon. I have finished the body, ears, arms, and wings. So now what I have to work on are the little horns and then crochet the spikes directly on. That's just the way I like to do it, rather than crocheting a whole separate piece and sewing it on. So those are the things that I have left to finish. I have fixed the body so that it is still long but not lumpy at all anymore. The head and the neck I kind of stayed the same. Like I said, I did shrink the neck just a tiny bit, but other than that the body is basically the same. I have made the wings an in-between size between the big size and the small size, and just left it a triangle shape rather than trying to add an extra joint. Legs and ears stayed the same. So I'm gonna quickly finish up this prototype and then maybe we can start writing up the pattern, which is the next step. Here is the finished piece. I think I'm liking this prototype. Let's see, so the wings are in between size between the first and second prototype, so they're slightly smaller. The shape is the same as the first prototype, and I sewed it on straight across from the shoulder blades, and I think that makes more sense than the first prototype does. So now it would be time to write up the pattern. Here's where I'm currently at with the dragons. I have 4 prototypes. The pink and green one is my final prototype and the pattern I'll be sticking with. My plan is to also make 2 different wing types, so this wing type and that wing type, just in case people want a little bit of a variety. I did a post over on Instagram and a lot of people voted and said that they liked number 2 the most, but there were a couple people who also liked the other ones. So I think in the final pattern I will be including 2 different wing types. So yeah, that's the plan. The pink one is my favorite by far. She's pink and green, absolutely gorgeous. The blue one, the purple one, and then the green one, they're all very pretty. It was very hard to choose, but after all the people who responded on Instagram And now, of course, my final prototype, I know which way I'm gonna go and I know which one I like. So I'm gonna write the pattern up for the final prototype, and then I will have to take photos for that, which will probably be a while before I get to that. Hey everyone, it's been a while since I last filmed a clip regarding these dragons. And if you can't tell, I'm a little bit sick. I'm on the mend, but it's definitely been part of the reason why I paused. So here's the final prototype. I can't remember how much I showed of it, but this is the final prototype, and this is also the final prototype. So the body shapes are all the same, scales are the same. I'm planning on, excuse me, having two different wing types. So this wing where there's an extra joint, and then this wing where it's just a triangle in the pattern, so people can make their choice. I did a poll over on Instagram, and there was like a 50-50 split on which wings were better. These ones were a little bit more preferred, but so those are the final two prototypes, and I started working on it in Plush yarn. This is as far as I got because I ran out of stuffing, and I haven't had the opportunity to get more. And since this pattern isn't coming out for a while, I decided to just put it on pause for a little bit. So this is actually probably part 1 of a part 2 series, so make sure to subscribe and all that stuff so you can see the second part where we'll be working on the both plush versions. There's going to be a second one where we do the two different wing types, and these will be all for the pattern photos, so stick around for that. It should be coming out not next week but the week after, so keep an eye out for that. And while you're here, let's look. I need some help picking yarn colors for the dragon. Now I love that yellow combination, but the purple combination would also be really pretty. I have a green, blue, pink. So if you guys want to see a specific color dragon, let me know in the comments below. Leave a comment and tell me what your favorite color is. I seriously can't decide, and I only want to make one more dragon. So put your opinions in the comments, and thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in part 2 of this series, and I hope to see you in next week's video. It is awesome. It has to do with that yarn right there. So make sure to stick around, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!